OMAHA, Neb. As Hurricane Harvey's floodwaters filled Houston last month, Stephen Garay Jr.'s time was running out. Stephen said, "Oh, my stomach hurts," and that's when Dad noticed that his stomach was distended, said Jennifer Ramirez, Stephen's mother. "I told him, stand up, let me see. It was really big, very tight. He was just getting more fatigued and not wanting to sit up, not really talking much." In the middle of the hurricane, Ramirez called the ambulance, but it couldn't make it through the flood waters. The 9-year-old ended up getting to the hospital on an army truck. Ramirez said it took them 2.5 hours to complete the trip that normally takes 15 minutes. Once they arrived at the hospital, Ramirez said they found limited help. "During the ride we had some EMTs nodding off, nurses, for lack of sleep, doctors as well," Ramirez said. "I didn't feel that he would receive the right attention that he needed because he was just getting sick so rapidly." Ramirez said the Houston hospital could not tell her what was wrong with Stephen. "They couldn't give me an answer, and I was getting very impatient," said Ramirez. As time went on, her child's health grew worse. "I had lost hope, Ramirez said. "It's sad to say it, and it hurts that I did." Ramirez called Nebraska Medicine. Stephen had a transplant at the hospital when he was 2. A few days after the family spoke with a coordinator at Nebraska Medicine, a private plane flew them to Omaha. Doctors quickly diagnosed Stephen with post-transplant lymphoma disease, spreading cancer throughout his body. It was all from the nasal cavity to inside the jawline, all down the digestive system, all attacking the major organs to his entire legs, Ramirez said. Stephen started aggressive chemotherapy. "That's the most scary thing ever that I've heard, to hear almost losing our kid," Ramirez said. In his hospital room at the Nebraska Medicine Durham Outpatient Center, Stephen plays with Superman Legos. His family said Stephen is the real superhero. "He went from laying on the bed to up and running around," said Stephen Garay Sr. Days away from his 10th birthday, Stephen is back to being big and strong like his favorite NFL football player, J.J. Watt. "I'm his biggest fan," Stephen said. Stephen has already received a special delivery from the Texans mascot, Toro. However, the 9-year-old is still hoping to meet Watt himself. "I wish I could play with him in the real game when I grow up," Stephen said. His family is just thankful he'll get the chance to grow. "His health is turning around, making a big change," said Ramirez. "We're going to start over, fresh and new." Ramirez said the family of 5 found a home in Omaha and plans to call Nebraska home. "Complete the treatment, and if everything falls in place, and all my kids like it here, and if we can sustain the cold, because we don't do cold in Houston," Ramirez joked. "If they can do it, we'll make it permanent." Stephen's 14-year-old sister, Naomi Roca, is attending Central High School. His 4-year-old brother, Javen Garay, is going to preschool at Primrose after someone offered to pay his tuition. Once Stephen completes his chemo treatments, the goal is to enroll him in 4th grade. If you would like to help the family, you can visit this GoFundMe page. The family is also accepting gift card and clothing donations. Those can be coordinated by emailing Jennifer Ramirez at hotmail.com.